The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Devin Duvernay came into the NFL with the reputation of being a playmaker, and he lived up to it in 2021. All-pro return man, led the league in punt return average. Baltimore wants to get that explosiveness more involved in their offense, and here it nets on the first down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. Down to the 25. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's him. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Two and now on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be not before he works it past. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. From the 39, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. They complete it to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, break.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Hey,
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off Byron Jones. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Check pitch.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Yellow, blue. Yellow, green. Green back. Watch it. 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go, let's
The
go,
Baltimore
let's go.
offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Tua. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now Wilson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Striker, 3-3. 6-7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try, Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
On the set.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Now Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment and stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tua now on 1st down. Out to his left. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Barkley will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
One last shot for Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the